White House, the time in the nation's capital, 7:52. We're getting some news in from the Pentagon and from the White House. We're hearing today that President Trump is directing Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth to use all available funds to get our troops paid on October 15th.
So great when I walk the whole earth shakes. I'm like Ali in his prime, Jordan jumping from the line. Get the Pentagon, I'm the fucking bomb. Oh, don't pretend, girl.
Today's the day, boys. I let my, as you know, I'm the commandant, both the command sergeant major and the commander of the spare unit that I'm the commandant of. And yeah, we are guarding this solar energy panel. And we gone through some stuff. U.S. had a government shutdown. So, of course, after we killed everyone that was out here, they didn't resupply those guys. So we've had a stronghold with this. But, you know, I let my guys during that government shutdown, go ahead and camo up, better you camo up too. But I let my guys during that government shutdown go, I was like, I don't need all you guys here. You know, it's a government shutdown. I don't need all you guys here. So I let my guys go home. And, you know, we actually had a couple of fucking 4%ers, a couple of those weird motherfuckers that thought their oath protectors don't expire, even though their fucking re-enlistment papers did. Try to come up on me, and I fucking took them out. And I've been waiting here. I don't have a radio. I forgot to get a radio from the guys when I let them leave. So I'm just sitting here, but the government shut down. Even though the government shut down, Trump has agreed to pay the military. So the USAC has came back into the field strong. They beat the fuck out of a lot of bear motherfuckers that were at the barracks that I didn't even know there were bear motherfuckers at the barracks. And now I'm waiting on my... Hold on a second. I sent my motherfuckers back to the barracks for the weekend. And now USAC came back and killed my motherfuckers at the barracks. So ain't nobody coming for me. You ever had you think life's gonna get better, someone's gonna come save me. Ain't nobody coming to save me. I need to get the fuck away from this. I need to get the fuck off this field. So yeah, today we're gonna have to fucking cross-load. I can't carry all this shit. I got a lot of shit on this field now. I was hoping a lot of my other guys would be here to help me carry it, but they're not. So I'm gonna have to cross-load. We're gonna show you how to cross-load some shit. Now I'm gonna have to fucking take it to the wood line. Ain't that some shit? Fucking USAC. I ain't finished this cigar before I do it though. So, real quick, we're going to talk about cross-loading or really just some stuff that you better have, and if you don't have it, figure out how you're going to cross-load it. We've already did another video to show that my preference, and yeah, by the way, I was a team leader for a reconnaissance team, so my preference is if I was going out on, per se, like a 48-hour mission, I'm humping the whole 48-hour shit in there. You know, I don't want to have a couple of different drop sacks down the way that I hump a little bit and then get another drop sack. I don't want to plan on getting a resupply or a speedball halfway in. And I damn sure don't want to have to worry about I'm going to eat and fucking shoot and live off the supplies I find while I'm out there. I'm going to bring everything I need while I'm out there. Now, when I did that layout or breakdown a couple of videos ago, I briefly showed that, yeah, I have an Ifak, an individual first aid kit. And then I, through to the side, showed everything else. Today, we're actually going to talk about what you need to have an Ifak. And this isn't optional, guys. This is not optional. If you're going out, you need to have an Ifak. You need to have, and if I'm running around with my kit on, I need to have an Ifak. Okay, so I'm not a big fan of having a medic bag. Okay, you gotta have a medic bag on you. But for me, in my experience, both with like prepping and going out camping with those motherfuckers, or playing airsoft and LARPing and shit with those motherfuckers, or in my military time, full medic bag is only like a military surplus resupply bag to me. You know what I mean? Everybody should have their own Ifak. Now, I know some games, you know, you can't get revised unless it's the guy with the medic patch, or some games, you know, they go even as far as to say the guy that's carrying the medic bag has a bunch of bottles, so if you have to get revived, they pull a bottle of water out and you drink it, and that's your revision. That's fine. That's fine. But just think of that in the point of the game. That no one, and first off, I'm not here to argue that if you get shot in real life, are you going to be able to get a tourniquet and go back into the fight? No, you're not. But just for the fact of it, if you can't get revived unless someone has this fucking bag, this specialty bag, what if the person that has this specialty bag walks on a fucking booby track and gets blown up and this specialty bag gets blown up too? It's out, it's gone, okay? So yeah, so a medic bag, not that I'm not a fan of medics and field medics, and I don't think I think there should be like people who are combat lifesavers on every team and specialties and stuff, but there should not be one guy designated to carry all the medical supplies on your movement. Okay, so why do I even have the medic bag? Okay, because I'm the sergeant major. You know, whether I'm going out on one of my camping trips or you know, whatever, airsoft, I'm the sergeant major, and every execution that I do, I'm the big brother. You know, I'm the Papa Bear and stuff. So I carry a little extra bag with me and stuff. But there's nothing that's in this bag that you shouldn't already have at least a one-person supply, because that's what an IFAC is, individual first aid. It's not so I can run up and help you, it's so you can run up and help me. You know, so everything that I need to at least be revived a little bit before I get taken to an infirmary or whatever should be on me. It shouldn't be in this bag. But I'm just using this for an example because it's a specialty kit bag. And most specialty kit bags you see, whether it be the fucking medic bag, the breaching bag, the fucking bomb bag or whatever, it's usually on a fucking single strap like this. And why? Because then you can have your full kit, your 48-hour kit on, and if you have to, hey, give me the breaching bag, and you get it on, you put it on, and then when you run up, you don't even have to take it off. You can just unzip it and pull the shit out. So I'm a big fan of specialty bags. I got a smaller one here. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of the specialty bags being one-arm straps. I'm just not a big fan of thinking the specialty bag catalog should include a medic bag. Okay, so that's why I have it, and I keep this one that way. If we have a truck or a technical, we'll have this one in the back of it, and we'll all have an IFAC, and if we have to do a layout to make sure everyone actually has their IFAC accordingly and all their equipment functional, we might have to replace some here, you know, or if need be, we get into a firefight or a scuffle and someone has to pull a couple items out of IFAC to fix up. Once we get back to base camp, we'll unzip this from the main place and get the shit we need and fill back up our IFAC, you know. So our IFAC is what we shouldn't even worry about this. This is higher up leadership and stuff. But let's just, for the sake of argument, let's do a quick little breakdown of what this is. Very top bag is my IV bag. Okay, I don't actually have any IVs and stuff right now, but if I did, they would be in this top bag. But what I do have, just, you know, is one of those fucking dry, you know, if your sweat makes it cooler. So this is my heat cat bag section. Okay, this pocket, next pocket. And by the way, all medical stuff should have a red fucking cross or tourniquet or whatever, so people don't have to find it. And we're going to get to that later when we talk about our own IFAC stuff. Okay, so this side right here I pulled out, I have just regular Tylenol. I have this is PTSD pills for me. I have poison ivy spray. And then I have I have two brand new tourniquets still in the bags in case I need to hand them out to anybody on my team that need to have these tourniquets. Now let's just hold these two out. Let's say this one motherfucker right here doesn't have anything. All right, bare minimum. He doesn't have anything. I'm gonna pull these two tourniquet bags out. I'm gonna give it to him. I got one more thing. I got one of those things that you fucking pull out and it can cut the seatbelt or straps off of anything. Okay, so that's just a quick bag, you know. Somebody's like, hey, my fucking shit's fucked up or whatever, okay? All right, so now we lay it down and we see what's on the next layer. All right, I have two more still in the bag tourniquets, airtight tourniquets. I have some blood bags. That's for, you know, something different. And then I have some beanies and stuff and some gloves in case someone's cold weather injuries or whatever right there. And then I have, let's see what else I have. I have a red permanent marker in case I have to write on someone. I have a syringe in case I have to shoot some medicine down that guy. And this is, see, good thing I'm doing my own inspection. This is I have one of those. These are like Benadryl pills. you know, if you're having an infection or allergy or whatever. So that should be in that one. I'll go ahead and put that in that area, and my medicine one in that one too. And then I have paperwork. And what is this? This is a glow-in-the-dark 9-line Medivac card. So I can write it and put it right on someone's pocket. And then this is the other part of the Medivac card. Right there. So I can write my 9-line Medivac and all the information. I can sit it on that person's body. This is infantry leader's reference card. So this is when I call my 9-line Medivac, and you know, it helps me walk through exactly how I make the call and stuff, so I'm not confusing to the guys on the radio. So stuff like that's important. This is, you know, some more of that information. And then this is another 9-line Medivac card. Okay, so yeah, this one kind of tells a story. If they're just hot, if it's getting to the beginning of them being a bitch, give them an IV, give them a towel and stuff. If they've got a headache, they got some rashes or whatever, pull something out of this bag. If they actually went down and I gotta fucking do some stuff, I got my first level of helping aid stuff, and I got my information so I can call 9-line Medivac, because it ain't like a 911 call. I can't just call them like, hey, fuck, I gotta go buy the information so they know what they're working with. Now, I get into my last bag. Uh-oh, looks like we got a lot more stuff. Okay, so this is actually, this says everything, and this is one of those first aid kits or IFAK kits that if you're wearing a bulletproof vest, you put it in that pocket that holds your plates and stuff, and it just sits right there. So that way, I mean, if you get hit, to open your bulletproof vest up anyways, and then you have everything, and it's already airtight and ready to go. This is a trauma kit. This has 2 elastic bandages, 2 cotton gauze bandages, 1 EMS shear, 1 neosulfurin airway, one of those things where you so it opens the airway up, 1 adhesive tape for surgeons. So this is like if someone, you put this in, you open your kit up, and where you put your bulletproof plates and stuff, you put this behind there, and it actually just sits there. And that way, if you finally do get hit and you fall down, someone comes up, they're gonna open your plate up anyways. Then they get this. This is everything that you initially need. Open your airways up, clean it all out and stuff, and then use the 9-line Medivac to start working with them and stuff. This is the actual combat medic field reference guide. This is the Army's. I wasn't a medic, so this is everything you need. You shouldn't pull this out, but like, oh, I gotta work on this guy. Let me pull this out and see. You should be pulling this out if you're in the fob studying this shit or having classes with your groups and stuff. So that's what, you know. This one shows how to put tourniquets on. Yeah, I mean, this one shows literally everything. This is a combat medic guide, okay? In this pocket, I got a couple more, you know, fluid bags. I got some tape and some gloves. So anything I'm doing it with my hands clean, so I don't put my germs in their cuts and stuff. I got 2 of those fucking, you know, if I get NBC or whatever, stab me with it. I got, this is one IFAK kit that I've already had to open up and borrow some stuff out of. So let's see what's inside this IFAK kit. This has, looks like painkillers and muscle relaxers. Has a little magic marker, has duct tape, has a gauze, has an airway opener, has cotton gauze, has gloves. This has everything just like that for your airway and stuff, and even an eye patch part if you got to cover up your eye. So this one actually looks like it's good to go. It's just not inside actual kit. So this is one IFAK kit, Army IFAK kit. Here is another bag that's in here, and both these bags are stuck. So here's 2 bags that were the last 2 bags inside this big bag. So this is, let's see what this is. This is an IFAK kit 1. This is another all the way made kit. This has and this is another one of those that sits inside your kit. This has a chest seal, chest compression, emergency blanket, PVC gloves, standard adhesive bandage, butterfly bandage, knuckle bandage, alcohol prep pads, BZK, antihistamine tape, sterile gauze, antihistamine wound dressing, Neosporin, airway opener, medical tape, tape tourniquet, and ABD pad. And like 1, 2, 5 of each of those and stuff. So that's a full Ifak kit right there. This is some more gloves. This looks like a bandage, like if you hurt your arm. And then this looks like just band-aids and adhesive stuff. So yeah, so got another nice little Ifak kit. So that's what I'm saying. This is all like kind of like a surplus of stuff, but I don't want one guy to carry this. Yeah, got a bunch of different Ifaks. So if everyone went down, he could ultimately run up and heal everyone with all the shit in this bag. But what if he went down? You know, what if someone else went down and we had to cross-load shit and everyone had to carry stuff, and now we got like a whole nother bag, you know? So just think about stuff like that. Let's see what this one is. This has a lot of orange stuff. This is all cleaning stuff. This is all cleaning pads, alcohol pads, soap, pads, gloves, moleskin padding. Yeah, so this is kind of like another Ifak kit, and this is all your cleaning stuff to clean the wound with, right here and here. Okay, so again, this is my team's fucking medic bag, but this just stays at our campsite or in our truck or whatever. This kind of as a surplus refills, or if we do an inspection or a layout before we go on a mission, if anyone doesn't have anything. But everything they need to have is going to be in their Ifak. So, you know, this bag doesn't get carried anywhere. The main SOP, we all wear, on my team in Bear, we all wear the tan plate carriers, and then our magazine pouches on one side, and then yeah, our Ifak right there on the front, so we know it's an Ifak. Now I always say they need to know, you need red means Ifak, you know what I'm saying? So you can have red right there. This is my airsoft playing and LARPing Ifak, and if I ever wear this plate carrier and do some real missions and stuff, I just unsnap it and I take that off and I snap on and put my real Ifak. But real quick, just for the sake of funness, let's do a layout of what my airsoft LARPing Ifak is compared to a real Ifak. Okay, so I have it on this side, and on the outside I have, if you go to some games, you go to the syringe is how you revive somebody. It's usually like a leadership thing, like they'll give your team 1 or 2 syringes and then you decide who has it, and you don't have to play tourniquets if this guy, whatever. So I keep the syringe on the outside, I keep a real pair of fucking surgical scissors on the outside just to look real deal about it. And then when you open this up, this is my playing LARPing one. So we'll start with this side. So inside this, I actually have fake health insurance information, because, you know, that's the last thing I want to do is get killed in a fucking foreign post-world apocalyptic place, and then they think I don't have insurance to get my body back. So, you know, I like to have that because I fucking LARP to the fullest. I have that. I actually have a first responders combat CASEVAC immediate action cards. So I have a booklet of that. So again, you know, I can do my first responder by the book, even when I'm playing, because you got what? Train like you fight. So I have that. I have another one just like you saw in my real bag. I have glow in the dark, just like the other one, the 9-line Medivac card. I have a tag that you actually put. You put this just like the other one. You put this on the person if you have to leave his body. That what's fucked up on them, you know, all the notes and stuff. Last time you checked on the stuff, and you can leave that on the body. I have rubber gloves. I have a casualty band. I have a hot weather band, and then I have 1, 2, 3 tourniquets just in case. And then I have a deck of cards, because in some games, again, you go and they play where, like, you know, you can go up and if someone's down, you can rip a card in half or something, and they don't need a tourniquet. So I have the cards and I have the syringes for if there was fantasy games. Now this is my this is a leadership this is a leadership IFAK kit, you know, because I have more than enough for myself. Like I said, everyone's IFAK that's on their body is for them. You know what I'm saying? I don't run up and pull. If I was a regular Joe, I wouldn't run up and pull and open my IFAK up to help someone, because then, you know, where am I going to get my help from? But I'm the command sergeant major, so I have enough to help me. Plus I have enough if I roll up on a private that's not, you know, that doesn't have what he has, I could pull out and help him. Now again, if you know, if I'm about to go on a real world mission, maybe I have to change, you know, this is the same kit, but I'll change my magazines from fake magazines, BB gun magazines to real magazines, and then I'll just fucking take this whole thing off and hook this one on. All right, so let's do a layout of this one, and I just want I am not a you know, everyone has, like, I don't want to say quote unquote specialties, but when I was on my team, you know, I went to a lot of the commo classes to learn how to work the radios, and a couple of the breacher classes. I never went to medical classes, so, you know, I don't sit there, and I like to buy the kits that are already everything you need for your kit, you know, because I don't know. So, you know, but having an Army IFAK is important, because I feel like everything that the Army, you know, in the Army, you're using IFAK to get shot at. So let's see what's in this IFAK. All right, so let's take it apart. So I have 2 extra things. I have a compression gauze and another compression gauze. Okay, the IFAK is empty, and that's where that bungee cord, so you can pull your IFAK out and you drop it and you don't lose anything. So I have a real tourniquet on the outside. Then when you open it up, I have where you open the airways up, you know, so someone can still breathe. I have a gauze, and then I have all the other stuff that hasn't actually been opened yet, the gauzes and everything. So I have my fucking, I always have more than enough too, because if shit hits the fan, yeah. We always talk about we want to load up with water and with bullets, beams and bullets and all that. But if shit hits the fan, you need to have some medical shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get hurt. You're going to get in a fight. It's going to happen. This shit has hit the fan. So, you know, I keep a lot of medical shit on me, and, you know, always plan for the worst. Alright guys, so if you didn't know, this is my third YouTube page since I've started LARPing. My first YouTube page was After Apocalypse 22. My second YouTube page was Conflict Inc. And now I have this, the Bear Tarkov. And I mean, long story short, it's just because I got haters and they keep fucking, you know, reporting me and shit. But you know, and my last YouTube page, I mean, it's still journeys. You know, I had my last YouTube page for about 1.5 years, and in one of the videos, I talked about how mad I used to get with guys wearing the American flags wrong and shit. Now I like to get over that. I wear the American flag wrong all the time. So, you know, sometimes we get mad over shit, and once we really think about it, we're like, what the fuck are we even getting mad about? So yeah, but there are some things that make me mad when I see people doing it. When I see someone or hear someone say, I've been to school for counterterrorists, I've been to school for counterterrorism, I get really mad. If you weren't like in the military as a combat veteran or a fucking police officer or something, don't fucking say you fucking fight terrorism, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if you went to school. What the fuck do you do? Master in fucking Call of Duty, you fucking nerds? Other things that make me mad is when I see fucking dudes in airsoft shooting, and then they change a mag, they just drop a mag straight to the ground, pull another mag and put it in. And it's like, you're just creating bad habits, and other people are watching you creating bad habits. Okay, when your magazine goes dead, you say changing mag, and that lets your buddy know to cover you. You drop down, you pull that mag out, you put it in a pocket, you pull the other mag out, you put it back up, you say reloaded, and you come up and shoot. When we do all this other shit, we think we're being faster, but we're just being individuals, because changing mags is a fucking team job. If you were by yourself and you didn't have a team member and you were just shooting, running, and gunning, you damn sure got to go behind cover to change that mag and fucking pull that mag out and put it in your pocket and pull another magazine. Do you have a million mags? Do you have unlimited mags, motherfucker? Because you're gonna get in that firefight, and then the next firefight, and then the next firefight, you're gonna realize you don't have any more fucking mags. It makes me mad when I see people do that because they think they're doing right and they're just telling on themselves that they've never been in a firefight, and they're making people who also have never been in a firefight think that they have and they know what they're doing, and it's gonna get someone fucking killed. And I get mad over that shit. Here's something that's kind of like that. It doesn't make me quite as mad, but you know, God forbid I never have to worry about it. It's when people don't have anything. I say it if I was doing a fucking check, I'm the sergeant major. I'm telling my fucking team leaders, squad leaders, or whatever, I'm like, do a layout, 100% layout. Everybody better have 100% the IFAC they fucking need. If they're missing pieces, you fucking team leaders, not them, you fucking team leaders, come up and get those pieces from me and personally hand it to them and put it up. I ain't gonna micromanage, but fucking bare minimum, they better have a full IFAC, because ain't nobody fucking dying on my watch. Maybe once the fucking paramilitary medics or whatever come, but we're gonna fucking keep them revived. But the same thing with airsoft. Bare minimum, you have to have 2 tourniquets. You have to have 2 tourniquets. You could have all the other cool, flashy shit and look like fucking Airsoft Alfonso, but you have to have 2 tourniquets. Now, if I had IFAC in a real fight and I run up to someone and I use the shit from IFAC on them and I revive them, great. But now if I get hurt, I don't have my IFAC shit. It's just like throwing magazines down. So bare minimum, everyone needs to have the shit to revive theirself. Even if I have to go up, even if this guy's hurt, I have to go up, I pull his fucking tourniquet out and revive him. I don't pull my tourniquet out and revive him, because now I don't have a tourniquet and I didn't fucking do anything wrong. Now, there should be the SOP, so he should have his first aid kit here. But let's say he's a brand new trooper, he just started playing with us, he don't have the money for it, he hasn't made that investment yet. We're going to get him 2 tourniquets. These are the real Army issue tourniquets. Okay, well, cool thing is, they have a flap here and Velcro. So if he doesn't have anything else, he has pockets on the side, whether it's a fucking combat top or ACU top, it's pockets on the side. He can slip his fucking tourniquet in, Velcro that motherfucker here, shut it. Oh, he's got another pocket just for the other one, so we don't have to worry about fucking both in each arm, and we know where his fucking tourniquets are. Now, you need to know where the fucking guy, what if in real life, what if that guy, dead men can't talk? In fucking airsoft and in real life, dead men can't talk. So if I get shot, boom, and I lay down in airsoft, they can't come up and say, where's your fucking tourniquet? I shouldn't be allowed to tell them where it's at. You should go where my SOP is for the tourniquet. If I have a fucking plate carrier, it's right there in my plate carrier. If I don't have a plate carrier yet, it's right there in my fucking pockets, my arm pockets. Bare fucking minimum. All right, so yeah, I'm ready to roll now. Just got to get my bag, and this is my kit. And again, depending on, you know, if it's a real life, you know, weapon I'm using or fake one, is if I have a real life IFAC or a fake one. And then the only thing I'm really missing is sometimes I might have my 2 drink pouches on the side. Sometimes I might have my 2 drink pouches on my belt. Sometimes I might have my 2 drink, you know, pouches inside my bag, and that all depends on, you know, what kind of movement it is. Am I moving on foot? Am I moving with support? Am I moving far away from my patrol base or whatever? But yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We got to get the fuck out of this solar energy panel field. Fucking the US fucking president has trumped his own shutdown, and now the US soldiers getting paid again, so they're gonna be moving. They've already fucked up the rest of my bear guys at the barracks. I got to get the fuck out of here. Been getting bad out here. It's like Castaway pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even standing strong in front of the gate anymore because all my fucking boys went home on a fucking 3-day weekend and got fucking smoked. I don't want to get smoked out here. So I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. But before I go to the snap, I don't want to make sure I'm getting fucking followed. So I'm gonna walk around the whole field one time before I exit. Clear it, see if there's any more evidence, see if there's any more, you know, stuff I can scavenge, whatever. And most of all, make sure I'm not getting fucking followed. So I'm doing a fucking leadership retreat. Where we going? And this is not, you know, I gotta go full battle rattle. And everybody on the leaders recon has to take what? An Ifak. This is another one of those times. What are we gonna take? A medic? And we're going on a leaders recon. What do we take? The leadership guys and a couple of the really fucking whore guys. Is everyone's fucking medic a really whore guy? No. So we are gonna have our own Ifaks. So we're just gonna do a big circle all the way around the field. No clover leaking into the field. Just a big circle around. If we see anything on the outskirts that look like it might have been something near or in, we'll go investigate. Try and get the fuck out of here though. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Like an orange thing right there. That's close as fuck. See, there could be some scabs or some fucking USEC guys right here. I need to fucking know. Alright, so we got like a fucking big giant fucking gas tank. Fucking bunker made up of fucking tires for cover. Guns. Chair, but it looks empty. It's kind of shit you don't want to run up on. A seat behind a bunch of fucking cone or tires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking guns, and the what would John Wayne fucking manual do? Right here in the trees, right next to my fucking gate, right next to my gate, and that's what I was talking about. Sometimes guys don't pack. A lot of bugs out here. Sometimes guys don't pack for the whole 48 hours. They pack for a little bit. They know they got a cache. I think I just ran up on a cache. Fucking big ass fucking gas tank. What is that? Radio. They left the fucking radio. So yeah, someone came here, was supposed to come here, get all the cache weapons and stuff, and cut the radio on. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's see if we can set this radio up. All right, so let's back up for me. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think maybe the ISAF guys or even the scabs kind of organized a cache area right next to the gate. So maybe if they got overran, they had somewhere to go fall back to, or if they're coming to take it over, they have. Either way, I got the radio now. So what do you think I should do? Okay, we're gonna end this video. I want everyone to if you want this to be a choose your own adventure, what should I do? Should I stay right here in the fucking snapping field, the solar energy panel, and hack into that radio and engage the people who are in the field that I don't know about? Or should I get the fuck out of here and go back to the fucking Matthews Bluff, the swamp? To be continued.